I'm Barbara Purvis, president of Essex Hotel Management. Well, I think the company we are today, in terms of how we've evolved, we're the same company we always were. We started out in the mid-'80s as an owner-operator, and we carry that mindset with us in today and with all the properties that we've been operating. We think like an owner, and that translates into performance for our hotels and for our owners. In terms of differentiators, what makes us different today is what has always made us different. We have always been solution-driven, proactive, engaged, hands-on, we're accessible, and we're flexible. We've created a culture of teamwork and accountability that's focused on driving value for our team members, for our guests, and for our owners. We're a small company, but we're small in a way that allows us to know each of our owners as people. They're not just accounts. And that makes a huge difference in how we operate. I think if you look at larger companies, they may lose a management contract and may not even cause a little ripple. For us, if we lose a contract, we feel it. We had one prospective owner who said to us, we want to work with a management company that if they lose the contract, it's going to hurt. And that's us. And that's one of the key differentiators between us and larger firms. And it's the fact that we have been owners before, and we look to that owner mentality in everything that we do. So we take that owner's mindset and we apply it to our properties. And that sense of accountability is not just a click on the dashboard. It becomes real to our team. We identify what works and how that might translate to our other hotels, other types of properties, other locations, and see what can apply, but it's never a cookie cutter. It always needs to be a unique solution for that particular property.
I'm Christopher Wietig, Director of Business Development for Essex Hotel Management. So prior to joining Essex, I was on the asset management side, actually in charge of leading the team to select a management company for a new asset. Certainly decided that Essex was the ideal choice to maintain the management contract on the asset that we purchased. So I've been at the table on the ownership side, making the decision. Essex is eminently qualified to handle all phases of project management and development. And the other part of the process, whether it be renovation or ground-up development, Essex has been involved in over 30 ground-up development projects over the years. And what that does is, with us in the driver's seat, or at least in a leadership capacity for those projects, it allows for there to be fewer and fewer parties that can create noise at the table, right? So you don't have to bring in an asset manager and a management company and a construction company and ABC to add to the parties at the table. And so our leadership through those processes allows us to make those projects simpler, come in, on budget, well project managed. We have in-house construction management and project management capacity, which is unique for a company of our size. And so I think, we serve a full service solution to the marketplace with that access to top executive leadership.
I think one of the key differences between Essex and larger management companies would boil down to speed and access. When there's an issue at a hotel, our senior team is on it. There are no layers of regional management or committees. The group that is invested in the hotel, that knows the hotel, are the ones that are seeking the solution. And it's that speed and accessibility that drives results. Our brand partners have said they wish there were more companies like Essex managing their hotels. It has nothing to do with our resources. It has to do with the way we operate and what we have at stake. And our owners know that too. Our owners know that we are with them all the way, and we are driving those results on a daily basis. And I say this all the time when I'm talking to prospective owners and our level of engagement. We're there. Our people are at the hotels. they are talking to not only the general manager, they're talking to the line team, they're talking to the housekeepers, they're trying to figure out exactly what's going on at a hotel. And that level of engagement and knowledge makes a huge difference in how you develop solutions and how you create results. But we have a great team, and that team just doesn't happen. But our group has been together for a long time. We have many people who are celebrating milestone anniversaries, whether they be 5-year, 10-year, 15, 20, 25, some of us even 40 years with the company. And that longevity means that we work together in a way that sometimes it doesn't need talking. We just know what we're expecting of one another. It's the Essex culture that we live and breathe. We have many general managers at our hotels who've been with us for a long time, and it's those people that we try to elevate into the corporate team. We all speak the same language, and that makes a huge difference, and we can provide that continuity of ownership and commitment to our owners. They know that our group is there for the long run because they've been committed to Essex for the long run.
So the phrase that I've come to like to use is opportunistically open-minded, right? There are lots of tools out there. There are a lot of publicly available tools as well as privately developed tools. So we're taking this approach in a couple of different ways. The first is we are involved actively in a pilot program with an AI company to try to develop real world, on the ground, what does this mean to the property? What does this mean to the GM of the hotel? How can it help enhance the customer experience? So we are engaged in that. We're also looking at publicly available tools. How can we analyze our data a little bit better? How can we take the accounting and business management, property management tools and use those tools effectively in conjunction with off-the-shelf technologies? So we look at it as, because we're such a people-focused enterprise, both at the property level and at the corporate level, we look at it as if we can implement tools and get additional data and better decision-making in place by implementing a technology, if that allows our frontline associates to have better human interaction, right, have more important customer service interactions at the property level, we hope that the AI tools are enabling that. In addition to the back end, we're seeking to enhance the human interaction component of this, not just dive into a large language model, but how does this actually happen at the property level?